Here tonight, I made you a promise that our family would always be together, no matter the concessions that were made. And I'm here to... You already know, don't you?
Yes. How'd you hear?
Rick told me. And you?
Ben, I'm sorry.
This was the best news I've ever gotten in my life. I wanted to be the one.
I know.
I'll be so glad when he is gone. Convicted of rape and in jail for a long time.
Well, he's managed to stay out of jail so far.
His luck has just run out. And ours has just begun.
I love you.
Did you just realize this?
I just realize it more and more every day.
Oh, you too.
Hi.
Honey, thanks for the phone call. All is forgiven. Sweetheart. Listen, I just saw Ben in the hallway.
Yeah, he's a little upset, but he'll get over it.
He's furious. What happened?
He miscalculated. Holly, I've declared this a national holiday.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, Ben fell into some information.
He probably thought, knowing him, that would cancel out what he did to you.
What information?
Do you want to tell her, or should I?
I think you should tell her, Dad.
Either one of you, tell me.
Jason is my biological son.
You think I didn't know that?
And so is Kevin.
What?
We just found out earlier that Kevin and Jason, both of them are mine.
Diet Murphy.
Well, pal, it's time to give us back what you took at the beach.
Not to mention a lot more.
Oh, you got one.
Well, give me your best shot, fellas.
You haven't seen my best shot yet, guy.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it, huh, Murph?
Why were you hiding?
Because Einstein, I don't want a certain person to know I'm out here yet. Here's the money, here's the money.
Half of this is mine.
If you can rig the game like you said you could.
Oh, I could do it all right. It's just...
What?
Well, I thought Jesse was sort of, you know, your main squeeze.
Not quite yet, but he will be.
Oh, I get it. And once he loses your money, then he's gonna owe you big time.
You just make sure he loses. Big time.
I am sorry. I just wasn't paying attention. I looked at my watch. I lost track.
Well, you know what? I bet you can still make it. I mean, there's really something I would do.
Vanessa.
Well, I hope we're not disturbing anything. What's going on?
Matt was showing me the drawings for Lizzie's playhouse, and, well, we were having some wine, and it spilled, and Matt was trying to get the wine off the blueprints, and I was trying to get the wine off Matt, and, you know.
Yes, I know.
The drawings are wonderful.
Yes, aren't they? Matt showed them to me. I owe you an apology.
What for?
Well, I thought when you said you had a business meeting tonight, I thought you were lying so that you could get out of having to come to dinner with me. Now I see I was wrong.
Excuse me, Vanessa, I'm sorry. I had some blueprints to drop off in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop by and show Lizzie the plans for the playhouse. And I guess I lost track of time.
Well, you did, but, you know, that's fine. You don't need to apologize because your instincts was right. It was not a fun evening. How did Lizzie like the drawings?
Well, she didn't actually get to see them yet.
Is she asleep?
She's at a sleepover. Came up at the last minute.
A sleepover? Where?
At the Coopers. Marina asked if Lizzie could stay over tonight.
Do you think that's a good idea, Beth?
Well, when Philip called, he said he hadn't seen Lizzie this happy in a long time, so... As you can imagine, Lizzie isn't quite out of the woods.
Oh, but it's so wonderful that she's on her way.
It seems so.
Yes.
Oh, they have to be so careful with children.
It's true.
But, I mean, why am I telling you this? Because you have a daughter who's practically my age, so... I mean, not that you look it, because, well, you and Dinah could pass for sisters.
Thank you, Beth. You're too kind. I must say, I myself am very surprised to be starting all over again with Maureen.
Speaking of which, I think we actually ought to get going. I told the sitter we'd be back by now.
Okay, good idea. Alan, we'll talk to you in the morning, okay?
course.
Catch you in the morning.
All right, and I will, thank you. I will, I'll send a couple of guys over tomorrow to start on the playhouse, if that's all right with you.
That's great.
And, sorry about the couch. I hope,
Oh, no. You know, I have a foolproof cleaner. Nettie.
Okay.
Alan, good night.
Good night.
Night.
Okay, just shoot me. I mean, just shoot me.
Because of what you said to Vanessa, huh?
What? You have a daughter who's practically my age. I mean, what was I thinking, Al? No, you know what? I wasn't thinking. The words just came out of my mouth before
Look, I wouldn't worry too much about it, Beth.
Vanessa must hate me.
Yeah, well, I think any other woman would, but not Vanessa. No, she's very secure in who she is and her relationship with Matt. I'm sure she's already forgotten it.
I hope so. I mean, well, I guess they forgot something.
I have to see you.
What is it?
Get the hell out of here and don't you ever come near her again.
From what little I know, Annie Dutton was working at the hospital at that time, and somehow she managed to make it look like Kevin was Rick's son.
Why did she tell Ben?
She was in jail. She had this secret. She thought Ben might be interested.
Well, we all know what Annie Dutton is capable of, but this is going a little far.
Well, after what she did to Reva, well, God, just about everybody I know, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. And Ben knew that Kevin was your son all along?
For a long, long time, yes.
And why does he choose now to tell you?
I don't know. Apparently, he had this misguided idea that if he told us the truth, we would fall to our knees with gratitude. What he expected in exchange, I don't know. Anyway, I am sick of discussing him. We've wasted too much time on him. Honey, would you excuse me for just a minute? I'll
Where are
be
you
back.
going?
Oh, I forgot to tell you that the boys are going to stay with Rick and Abigail for one more night, and I want to talk to Rick before they leave.
Ross, does Rick know about this?
Rick is the one who told me.
How's he taking it?
Better than anybody could expect, I would imagine. And I almost signed an agreement with him, giving him joint custody of Kevin, no matter who the father was. And it was legally binding. But Rick told me the truth. He didn't have to, but he did.
Well, I guess we know what Ben wanted other than gratitude.
Yes, we do.
I hate what you've been going through. But there's one thing I'm grateful for.
What is that, Mom?
That you finally see Ben for what he is.
Yes, I do. And I'm scared to death.
Of what?
Of what he might do next.
Did you not hear what I just told you?
I am here to see Beth.
Yeah, look, you don't give me orders. This is not a courtroom. Do you understand?
Get out of my way.
I'm very grateful for what you tried to do to Lizzie, but you're not using her to get to Beth.
Get
you're
out
not
of
doing
my
to
face.
Beth what you did to Blake Marler.
Do you know what I did to Blake Marler?
Oh, okay, Alan, that's enough.
This is my home, Beth, and I determine who comes into it.
I want to talk to Ben.
You're not getting within a mile of this man.
I don't need your permission to see anyone. I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And let me remind you, I only stayed here under the condition that you kept out of my life. And if you didn't, I would pack up Lizzie and leave.
It is because of Lizzie that I want this.
Alan.
You give me one good reason, Beth. Why you want to be alone with a man who's done what he's done, huh?
What they say he's done.
Yes, what they say he's done is right on the money.
Look, I'm not going to discuss this with you, Alan. He's here, and he stays. Because if he goes, then tomorrow, Lizzie and I go.
That will be a huge mistake.
Well, it's mine to make. Your choice.
I'll be in the library.
Thank you.
Well, there's nothing to thank me for.
You don't know how wrong you are.